The video opens with a sweeping drone shot gliding over a rugged mountain road, the 2026 Chevrolet Trailblazer carving through each turn with confidence. I welcome everyone back to the channel and set the tone for today's deep dive into one of Chevy's most talked about compact SUVs. I tell the viewers that the 2026 Trailblazer has arrived with refreshed styling, smarter tech, and a stronger personality than ever before, and that by the end of this video they'll know whether this SUV deserves a spot on their shortlist. The camera cuts to a slow pan of the Trailblazer's front fascia as I begin describing the exterior, starting with the bold new design Chevy introduced for 2026. I point out how the front now carries a more sculpted grille, giving the SUV a more aggressive and premium presence. The LED headlights are slimmer and sharper, stretching into the fenders to create a more cohesive flow. The daytime running lights have a more modern signature, and the lower bumper features added depth with functional air intakes that enhance cooling and aerodynamics. As the camera circles toward the side profile, I highlight the floating roof design that the Trailblazer continues to refine, explaining how the contrasting roof color option gives this compact SUV a youthful personality. The body lines are more pronounced this year, emphasizing its athletic stance. I also mention that the higher trims get larger alloy wheels that fill out the wheel arches perfectly, adding to the SUV's sporty look. Moving to the rear, I point out the redesigned taillights with a more futuristic LED layout. The liftgate has a cleaner, more upscale finish, and the rear bumper has been toughened up with a more rugged lower section that hints at light off-roading capability. The dual-tone spoiler and wider stance give the SUV a confident, planted look as the camera fades into the next section. As the video transitions inside the cabin, I open the door and talk about how the 2026 Trailblazer takes a huge step forward in interior refinement. I describe the soft-touch materials, improved stitching, and the more premium feel compared to earlier models. The centerpiece is the new larger touchscreen that now runs Chevrolet's latest infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I run my hand across the dashboard as I explain the cleaner layout, the better positioned climate controls, and the overall driver-focused design. The digital instrument cluster is crisp and customizable, offering real-time driving data with improved graphics. I step into the back seats and explain that despite the Trailblazer's compact footprint, rear passengers get surprising legroom and headroom. The seats are supportive, and the cargo space remains one of the best in its class, especially with the split folding seats that drop flat for maximum practicality. Next, I shift the conversation to performance as the video shows the Trailblazer driving through city streets and open roads. I explain the available engine options for 2026 and how Chevy focused on improving efficiency and responsiveness. I talk about how the Trailblazer feels smooth on the road, with a suspension setup that balances comfort and sporty handling. The steering is lightweight but precise, making it easy to maneuver in tight spaces. During the highway clips, I mention how the SUV remains stable at higher speeds, and how the updated sound insulation makes the cabin noticeably quieter. I highlight the fuel economy improvements and how the Trailblazer fits perfectly for urban families, young professionals, or anyone looking for a versatile daily driver that doesn't compromise on style. As the price section appears on screen with visuals, I detail the pricing structure for the 2026 lineup. I walk viewers through the base model, explaining how it remains budget-friendly while still offering essential features. I then move up the trims, describing how each upgrade adds more tech, better materials, and enhanced safety systems. I emphasize that the Trailblazer's pricing makes it one of the more competitive compact SUVs in its category, especially considering the features Chevy has packed in this year. Before concluding, I offer my personal suggestions to viewers. I recommend which trim level gives the best balance of value and features, and I explain who I believe this SUV is best suited for. I mention that if someone wants a stylish, efficient, and well-teched SUV without going into the higher price bracket of larger models, the Trailblazer is a very smart pick. I also mention that buyers seeking more power or towing capability may want to explore Chevy's larger SUV lineup. The video closes with a final cinematic shot of the Trailblazer under the sunset. I thank the viewers for watching, remind them to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if they enjoy detailed car reviews, and invite them to drop their thoughts about the Trailblazer in the comments. I tell them to stay tuned because more 2026 car reviews are coming soon, and I sign off as the camera slowly pulls away from the SUV parked in a stunning landscape.